What's up guys, Mike BAK Phony here, and today's episode is going to be on Warhammer, because you guys have been bugging me about this for a very long time. Like, a year almost. Really? So, I'm giving it to you guys, so you can shut the fuck up. Now, Warhammer Online is a PvP-centric MMORPG, and I remember when it came out, everyone was talking about, oh, this is going to be the next WoW killer, and everyone was like, nothing's going to kill WoW, and everyone's like, I'm gonna fanboy rage on you, oh, typing hard on the keyboard, spacebar, enter. Yeah, that was you guys, like a long time ago. And now, some of you are still actually playing the game. So, I'm gonna check it out.
First off, you have to excuse the quality of the graphics. You see, Warhammer, like many other MMOs nowadays, has a nifty data streamer, so it'll conveniently download the game while you're playing. It's just gonna take the rest of your life. If you want to enjoy it in its high-res goodness, you can not be a douchebag and just download it all at once. And that would be me, but I'm gonna go ahead and blame it on the fact that I didn't see the microscopic checkbox in the launcher right here. Alright, first off, I must apologize. I have no idea why they're standing like this, but we're just gonna keep moving forward. I've already restarted the damn thing twice, and I got nothing. So, you have two factions here, the Realm of Order and the Realm of Destruction, commonly known as Order and Destruction. Each one is divided up amongst 3 different races, and within those races, there are several different classes or careers. So, first, we'll go ahead and we'll go with the dwarves here. Oh, he's moving. That's awesome. Sweet. And, you have 4 different classes here. You have a tank class, a DPS class, healer, etc., kind of like a, I guess, kind of engineer or something. One thing I noticed right off the bat though before was that females apparently can't do the DPS class. That's pretty sexist, guys, not gonna lie. Let's see if I kind of just random through this. Standard dwarf stuff. Beards, mohawks, etc., etc. You can, oh god. This is interesting here. The greenskins, they have 2 different types. There's like the smaller goblin types greenskins, then there's the big angry ones. Going to dark elves. It's kind of interesting. So it looks like they're showing you on the right hand side here what they look like in higher level gear. And it's clear to me that the difference between high level gear and low level gear is you just end up putting your clothes back on. There's the male side. It's pretty much exactly like the females. That's awesome. Alright, so here are the elves on the order side. So if we click through these, got male, female, again, click on them. Male and females are pretty much like the same build. As far as the variations are concerned, there you go. As you can see, it's alright. Nothing fantastic, nothing amazing, but, you know, we'll live. What the hell is that? Questing in Warhammer is the standard go kill X number of Y and all that good stuff. Now, PvE not being the focus of this game, I'm not gonna make it the focus of this review, but what I will say is that one thing I really enjoyed about it is that they don't keep you in one spot for like an hour. Like, I don't go to a quest hub like some little town and hang out there for like 1 to 2 hours doing quest after quest after quest. They kept me moving pretty good for the first, I think, 8 or 9 levels. So to me, that's pretty good. I like to get new scenery as I'm doing my thing. Looking at this, you have your experience bar across the top, you have your mini-map on the upper right corner, then you have all of your little skills and everything across the bottom, and then around your mini-map, you have a couple different options here. You have a war report, which if you're an actual subscriber to the game, you can actually get a report as soon as you log in that tells you where the action's going on, and this is PvP action. And that is, to me, being a PvP-oriented person, that's awesome. Other things they have is the scenarios, which is your pretty much a battleground, and just like, well, let's say World of Warcraft, you can pretty much queue from anywhere. Let's get through the PvE stuff first, because while you do gain XP PvPing, PvE plays a crucial role in helping you gain influence in various regions throughout the game. See, occasionally you'll come across some guy who has some items that are locked and that require that you participate in some timed open world events to unlock them. These items in general do not suck for your level, because you could use them as you're leveling, or you could use them while you're PvPing or PvEing or whatever. And a lot of times the weapon that you get is better than the one you already have. So participating in these open events are, again, kind of crucial. These events are scattered throughout the different zones, and each one awards you influence within that particular part of the zone. The events are usually tiered, and using this one as an example, we have to first take out, let's say, 25 trash mobs, follow that up with 2 computer-controlled nodes, you have to capture those, and then the last tier is beat some, like, important guy. Once you complete these, you're then ranked on your performance and given a chance to roll for loot. The loot that you get from these bags that you get are all pretty much the same. At least the ones that I got was. I don't know if maybe I was just getting assed out in every single roll, or if they really are all the same. I have no idea. But I like that because it took out the whole RNG factor. If I wanted to get a certain set of items here, and maybe I didn't want the rest, then I could just play until I got those items. Also, I can see how these events can eventually get grindy and or boring, especially when you have to sit around and wait for the timer to reset before you can actually do anything. And trust me, in most cases, you ain't gonna solo this thing, so you're gonna be sitting around and waiting. Now, before we get into the game's bread and butter, there are a couple of issues that I have with the game mechanics. Now, while the game in general, the gameplay is decent, I find myself getting stuck in various places that I really shouldn't be stuck in. Almost as if the clipping on each doodad is a bit too unforgiving. Not a huge deal or anything, but it's definitely enough to piss you off from time to time. Also, I don't know if it's server lag or what, but what the f*** is wrong with my horse?
My horse is amazing, give it a lick. It tastes just like raisins, never stroke of its mane, then it turns to...
Even when it does work, it's on rails hard, and I don't have a mount or anything, but I'm hoping that my mount doesn't, like, act like this.
You think so? Well, I better not show you where the lemon...
That kind of stuff I can let slide, though, but it was lulls enough to keep in the report.
Sweet lemon.
Finally, PvP. The first PvP type that I participated in was a scenario. These are essentially battlegrounds, and when you get in, all of your stats are boosted, or bolstered, if that's the Warhammer term. Basically, the way it works is, you get in, and let's say if you're rank 5, the game will boost you to a rank 8, but if you're rank 9, you get no boost. Also, you don't magically get any spells that you normally would get when you actually reach that rank, and your gear doesn't get any better either. This is a pretty ingenious system, as we all know what it's like to be stuck in a BG with someone dressed in whites.
Oh man, what the new GTFO, AFK or something? Damn, we gonna lose now, man. God, I hate this game.
This particular battleground that I got into is basically a capture a node, and the more nodes you control, the faster you get resources. It's a Wrathy Basin. So I get in, I'm looking forward to some good PvP, and I'm running out there, capturing my node, everything's cool, got into little fights and everything. I'm really liking the feel of the PvP here, because I don't feel as if I'm too lightweight, like I'm not getting slammed and just one-shot, I'm not getting stunned to death. Again, I'm only like level 10, or no, I'm sorry, 9, 8, I don't even know. I'm definitely not like up there where I can really speak to how the game's endgame PvP is, but whatever. Having a good time, and then, oh... Get the... Are you kidding me? Right here in this spot? I'm stuck, right? And this is what I'm talking about. Like, I cannot get out. Thankfully, they have a way to unstick yourself, and that's great because nobody's like coming to kill me. I would volunteer myself to get killed, and it's just not happening. So I slash stuck, and I have to wait 30 seconds before it actually releases me, and that's a very long time in a battleground. The next type of PvP experience that I had was the open realm versus realm setup. So basically, I go into this area, and it gives me a countdown saying you're about to be flagged for RVR combat. After the countdown's over, boom, I'm in. Now it's time to get into some action. Now, outside in the open world, it's kind of the same thing. You capture a node, then you defend it, and then you move forward to another node, and you can do it there too. This is this particular one was a beachfront, and there's a couple ways. You can either run in there and just kind of take them on one-on-one, or I had a turret here, and watch my elite turret skills. I can't even see him. Oh yeah, little face. So as I'm playing, you know, I died a few times. Now, I'm not gonna lie, maybe a couple. And those few times I did die, I noticed that I was getting achievements for it. When I got killed by, let's say, a greenskin, there was an achievement for being killed by a greenskin. If I died 10 times, guess what? I am now known as the pincushion. I found it very interesting that there were so many achievements based off of losing in PvP. But, you know, I guess that's great because I got XP, got bonus XP for dying. Woohoo! Another form of progression is renown points, and I've mentioned a couple times during this video, but I want to explain to you what they are now. Now, whenever you do something that contributes to PvP from some form or another, you get these points, and these points can be placed into this talent tree type thing that will give you, let's say, right here, I got maybe some extra toughness or some intellect or whatever. But the ones that I found particularly interesting is I get bonuses for attacking a specific race. So, have you ever been to a battleground in any game, and you're like, that dude hates me? And it's always because you're so good, right? Like, because I'm so awesome that guy is always trying to kill me, right? Well, in this game, that probably happens a lot, but it's not because you're any good, it's because this guy is spec'd to kill you. That is awesome. But unfortunately, with anything that you can make any kind of profit off of as far as PvP is concerned, where players control both sides, you're gonna run into people gaming the system. I just happen to jump down here and I'm like, booyah, I'm gonna help you out, dude. You're just standing there getting your ass whooped, you're AFK. I got you, bro, I got you. Right, really getting into it, and I think he's like, hey, stop. So he's letting his friend, who's playing the greenskin here, just kill him over and over again, gaining probably, you know, RP, and he's probably gaining XP and just all kinds of stuff. Him and this other dude here. Let's just watch him for a second. Seriously, guys, like, just play the game. I have no idea how long they stayed here for, because I eventually just got up and left, but wow.
Alright, so I hope I gave it a fair and just look, you know, because it did kind of deserve to have its own episode since there are a lot of people that play it, and it's been around for long enough to, you know, I guess kind of stick to people. Now, there is the next MMORPG coming out for Warhammer, 40k Dark Millennium, something like that. You guys probably heard of it. So I guess I'm going to check that one out. I'm not going to compare the two, to be honest. And I'm not going to play the board game. So those of you who asked me to play the little board game where I have to like paint my own pieces, yeah, pretty much not going to happen. See you guys next week.